So, here we are, the end of the road. Star Trek Nemesis was released on December 13th, 2002. It had a budget of 60 million, but it only made 67 million at the box office and was considered a commercial flop by Paramount. It was also received pretty poorly by audiences and critics alike. But over some time people have grown to appreciate it a bit more, but sadly this is still considered the film that killed the franchise. And after that horrible Star Trek Insurrection, it was the last straw for many fans. The plot follows the crew of the Enterprise E as the Federation orders them on a diplomatic mission to Romulus. Before they reach Romulus, they find an android very similar to Data. They finally reach Romulus and meet Praetor Shinzon, a younger clone of Picard. And yes, that's Tom Hardy. Yep, Tom Bane Mad Max Venom Hardy. And this was considered his first big break, but it really wasn't. They discover that the twin planet of Romulus, Remus, has taken over the planet and want to make peace with the Federation. It all goes well before Shinzon does a space rape on Councillor Troy. Then he beams Picard onto his ship, the Scimitar, and reveals that he needs a transfusion of Picard's blood to stop him from aging rapidly due to the cloning. Data saves Picard and they race back to Federation space as Shinzon will completely eradicate all life on Earth. The music was yet again composed by Jerry Goldsmith, but the music in this film was much better than the Insurrection soundtrack, though it was criticised for being bland and uninspired. But this one feels quite unique out of all the Star Trek scores, as it has a very creepy blend of synth and orchestral music. I liked it. This movie is definitely the most underrated Star Trek movie of all time. It has very interesting themes of life being pure and nature versus nurture and all that, and the nature versus nurture theme is mainly presented by how evil Picard could have been if raised in a different environment. The effects are far better than the last movie, and it is very well lit. This film was directed by Stuart Baird, who had to be asked twice before directing this movie. He didn't even like Star Trek, so he definitely was not the right choice for the movie. He filled the film up with mindless action, and this wouldn't bother me. I like mindless action as much as the next guy, but that is not what Star Trek is about. It'd be better if they had more scenes of character interaction. And there were scenes of more character interaction, but they were deleted. Every deleted scene in this movie should have remained in it. Hell, Captain Picard and Dr. Crusher even got into a relationship, but they cut all of it out, and it doesn't even exist in the final movie. And the subplot with the android B4 they find on the planet doesn't make any sense. Shinzon planted it there to get information off the Enterprise, but it doesn't actually go anywhere, and it is only used as a ploy to get Picard, off of the Scimitar, so it doesn't exist for a reason. It's just so they can get Picard off the spaceship. But the interactions between Picard and Shinzon is brilliant, and is definitely the best scenes of the movie. Plus, Ron Perlman is very good as the Reman Viceroy, giving a very creepy performance. But this film really only makes you feel sad that this is the last time you will see The Next Generation on the big screen, or even in live action, for now. Sir Patrick Stewart has recently shown interest in returning to Star Trek after the success of the Star Trek Discovery series, so I'm hoping that he does. Apparently it will be a Starfleet Academy series, so I don't know what that will be like, but I'm sure as hell interested in it after how good Discovery was. Overall, Star Trek Nemesis doesn't deserve the title of worst Star Trek movie ever. That title goes to Star Trek Insurrection. I would recommend this movie to anyone needing a good sci-fi movie with great action and special effects. And if you're a Star Trek fan, you've probably got an opinion on this movie. So, that concludes my reviews on the Star Trek Next Generation movies. Thank you for watching. This was the Star Trek Nemesis review.
Set a course for Earth. Kill everything.